What's up guys, my name is Chaotic and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video here on my channel. Now in today's video I'm going to be discussing the all-new Pegassi Torero, a brand new car that was added into GTA Online earlier today. And I'm going to be giving you guys a general overview of the car and basically explaining why you guys should probably avoid buying it. Now I do want to point out before we get into things, because whenever I make videos like this one, it causes a large amount of upset in the comments. I'm not saying I don't like the car. Personally, I think the Torero is a pretty cool car overall, but unfortunately, there are a number of issues with the car itself that let it down. So unless you guys really like the car and have plenty of money spare to splash out on it, it's probably best to save your money for some of the other remaining unreleased vehicles. Okay then, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead then and get straight into things. So yes, right now the Torero is officially available in-game on all platforms, including the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, and of course the PC. It's a cool little sports classic based upon the Lamborghini Countach from real life, and it can be bought from the Legendary Motorsports website at a price of $998,000, so just shy of $1 million. Making the Torero pretty expensive. But in comparison to other sports classics, it is similarly priced however, so it's not really that surprising. Most sports classics do have fairly high price tags in-game, so do bear that in mind. Now as for the car itself, like I said earlier on, I actually like this car. I think it's pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of classic sports cars usually, apart from the occasional one, and this is definitely one that I like. It's definitely a good looking car and has plenty of awesome customization options. Now if you guys have already customized this car or watched my live stream earlier on, where I initially bought and customized this car as soon as it was released, you guys will know there are plenty of options to choose from in most categories, allowing you to change things such as the front bumper, the secondary headlights, the hood, the engine cover, the rear panel, the exhaust. You can add things like a spoiler and a diffuser and so on. And in some categories, there are several really cool options, making it pretty hard to choose between. There are, however, a few pretty weird customization options available for this vehicle too, like the option to add a front spoiler on the car. Yes, an actual spoiler that goes on the front of the car just below the hood. Now this is the first time we've ever seen something like this in-game, and it's the first time I've ever seen this ever. But supposedly the original car in real life, the Lamborghini Countach, had a spoiler option you could fit to the front of the car, hence why Rockstar offered this option in-game. Now in the terms of the car's performance, now although classic sports cars aren't typically known for their performance, especially in GTA 5, there are a few things to note about the Torero. So firstly, it's actually decent when it comes to the handling and the cornering. It's easy to drive and easy to control, which can't be said about all the classic sports cars in-game. And in the terms of its acceleration and the speed, it's decent too. Nothing crazy that'll blow you away, but nothing to get upset about if you're just looking to cruise around. But if you're looking to compete, however, you'll struggle to keep up with a lot of the other cars in-game. Now again, with this being a sports classic, we can't exactly expect it to be the next fastest car in-game or capable of competing with all the other really fast supercars, but for at least $1 million, you'd at least hope this car is as fast or faster than most other sports classics in-game. But unfortunately, its performance in comparison is rather disappointing. So as you guys can see right now in the gameplay, I'm about to show you guys how this car performs in a straight line speed test against some of the other recently added sports classics, including the Cheetah Classic, which was only added 2 weeks ago, the Turismo Classic, and the Infernus Classic, which of course was only added a few months ago with the Special Vehicle Circuits updates. But as you guys can see pretty quickly on into the drag race, the Torero not only falls behind, but is considerably slower than the other 3 cars. It's worth noting though that all 3 cars are fully upgraded, and by the end of the race, the Torero is miles behind, which I think is safe to say is massively disappointing. Now very quickly, thank you to Clifton, GT5 is what I want, and Pule for helping me out with the recording of this one. But it's crazy how poorly the Torero performed, especially when it's almost $300,000 more expensive than the Turismo Classic. So surely, at almost $1 million, it would have some form of advantage when it comes to performance against cars like the Turismo Classic However, this is not the case. The Torero is officially the worst new recently added classic sports car in the terms of speed, acceleration, and performance. And even on the track, its handling isn't far beyond the others to give it that edge. So if you guys are looking to purchase a classic sports car for the purpose of being fast, then it's best to purchase one of the other ones, not only because they're faster, but they'll also save you a few $100,000 as well. Now again, just as a reminder, just before someone comments about how the car is not a performance car and it's a classic car, I'm simply pointing out that it doesn't appear to compete with any of the other recently added sports classics in the category, and it's more expensive as well. Not only that, but I personally prefer the overall appearance of cars like the Turismo Classic and the Cheetah Classic, making those much better purchases in my opinion. So in conclusion, don't get me wrong, the Torero is a very cool little car and is good looking, but simply isn't good value for money. It's more expensive than most other sports classics and lacks in the terms of performance. So if you guys are looking to purchase a good looking new classic sports car and you want it to be good all round, the Torero is not the one to buy. The Torero is a car you should purchase though if you love the car for what it is, a cool looking classic sports car. Other than that though, you should probably save your money because there are plenty of other really cool cars both in the game and coming very soon which haven't been released. But do bear in mind, $1 million is a lot of money, and unless you guys really love it, I can't imagine many players will still be driving this car around beyond the end of the special event, which is next Monday. Come next week, when a new vehicle is released, I'd imagine the Torero will either retire to the garage and never be used again, or very rarely used, or be sold to purchase the next vehicle, whatever it may be. So there we go. Now very quickly before this video ends, the Torero is not the only bit of new content available in GTA Online from today. There's also a new adversary mode which you guys may or may not have played yet. It is named Power Mad, which personally is pretty fun to play, but like most adversary modes, gets pretty repetitive very quickly and isn't really all that fun after a while. And unfortunately, it isn't all that great when it comes to making money from it. Even if you win, you realistically only look to make around about $60,000 to $70,000 after about 20 minutes or so, and that's with the double money and RP bonus on it. So it really isn't something you guys can grind out and make loads of money from. Now there are also some discounts in-game at the Ammu-Nation on a wide range of weapons, this discount being 25%, and there's also a 25% discount as well of engine tuning from the custom shop. But apart from that, there isn't really all that much this week in the special events. It's kind of disappointing. So there we go then guys, with that being said, that's pretty much it then for this video. I of course want to get your thoughts and feelings on the new Pegassi Torero. If you guys have already bought it, what do you think about it? Do you guys like the car? And are there any faults which you guys know about or have noticed which I haven't mentioned in this video? So go ahead and leave a comment. If you guys could also drop a like as well, that would be greatly appreciated and it helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.